believe Bitcoin has less than 90 days left of this bear market. I believe we're over 75% through this Bitcoin bear market, the declining year like 2018, 2022, and 2026. And in this video, I'm going to break it down for you. And I believe, like the previous 4-year cycles in month 47, in 2022, and in 2018, Bitcoin found its 4-year cycle low. And I think we could very well see that again happening in October of this year. But let's get into it in this video. And again, if you want to stay up to date on this theory and thesis that I'm following on this channel, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and everyone else, if you're enjoying the content so far, smash the like button and let's get into the rest of this video. How we doing, fellas? Welcome back to another streamy crypto market update. And right now we're in the bear market year, just like 2018, just like 2022, and now 2026. Bitcoin's been declining since October last year at about 126k. We're now down at 61k. We've lost half the price, and as it stands, we've got about 3 months left of this bear market. We can see on month 47 in the 2018 bear market is when we bottomed in the 4-year cycle. Month 47 again, previous cycle, and will we see the same again? If we do, and we get the 1-year bear market, we've got just under 90 days or 90ish days left. This is on the weekly time frame, so it won't be too accurate, but about 84 days left if we were to see the 1-year bear market again for Bitcoin. So the pain, most of the pain is done. We're 75% of the way through the bear market if this is correct and history repeats. If we go on the other Bitcoin chart, so if we go on this one, I'll go on the monthly time frame. So we look at Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, we can see we topped month 33 in 2013, we then bottom in month 46 in 2015, we then top in month 35 in December 2017, we then bottom in month 47. So the 4-year cycle was 46, 47, then we get another month 35 peak and another month 35 peak in 2025 and 2021. We then get another month 47 4-year cycle low in 2018 and 2022. So will we see that again later this year? Potentially, and that'll take us to around October time. So again, middle of July now, a few months to go to get that bottom, and we start basing out, and off we go to the next 4-year cycle. Another massive period of upside for Bitcoin, like we see here. A massive 11.8 thousand% move. We then get the next cycle, a 22x on Bitcoin, and then the most recent cycle about a 7x on Bitcoin. And then we get these lows again later this year, looking to take advantage and ride them up to the next all-time high, hopefully, where Bitcoin can hopefully smash 200k. But as I said, the 4-year cycle chart comparison sheet is truncated. This chart starts in 2017. It's the capital.com chart, so we've got the 2014 bear market on here, but now the 4th bear market. And as we can see, if we were to get the 47-month low, like we've seen the previous 2 times, it would take us to about October time this year. So less than 3 months in the bear market for crypto could potentially be over, and this whole bearish period, the time where people are capitulating in the market, is going to be over, and it's going to be time to flip bullish again. And I certainly can't wait for that. And within that period where we've obviously seen Bitcoin declining from the high in October 2025 down 55% so far to 61k, stablecoin dominance, so Tether dominance and USDC dominance, which are both in the top 10 crypto market caps by market cap. Massive, they're massive in the space, and they account currently for 12.147% of the whole crypto market cap. Obviously, the higher this goes, the more risk off we're in a bear market, and the lower we go, more risk on, in bull market. So for example, we've seen us just under 5% in March of 2024, which was when altcoins, in my opinion, done the best. With this massive rally from the bear market down to here, and there was loads of euphoria around here. That's when meme coins started kicking off. Again, December 2024, there was more euphoria in the market again, and that was on the run into Donald Trump getting into office. And so that's when XRP broke like a 7-year downtrend and ripped 500%. So again, loads of people were happy at that time, loads of euphoria, and interest in crypto was high here. Obviously, since then, we came up with the tariff disaster we had from Donald Trump. Again, we had the euphoria into Donald Trump coming in. When he came in, he done the tariff, whatever, and this was what caused stablecoin dominance to rise. And as I said, when it rises, it's risk off. And that's what happened. We got this massive trend line from the bear market and rejected and came down. And things were starting to look good again into August. And then as we can see here, we got this 19.6 billion liquidation at the start of October with the whole crash. And that kind of marked the bottom before we've just rallied up massively. And if we look at this, stablecoin dominance has went up 130%. So again, that just shows the risk off indicator. And that's the 22 lows here, the 22 highs, sorry, about 15%. And I still think that we can come up here and sweep them at least. And as I said in here, we had this bullish pattern, and we've obviously started breaking out. So I expect us to continue higher and get at least sweep the highs of the previous bear market. So again, that ties in with another 3 months of Bitcoin going down or sideways at least, stablecoin rising for another few months, and then it's time to flip extremely bullish on this channel. Now, something I'm going to be watching for is trend lines on Bitcoin. This downtrend breaking out, like we see in the previous cycles, we're coming down, and in here we break out here. In here we break out. We break this massive downtrend, and this downtrend here, I'll be looking for us to break out somewhere in here and burst up. Again, the same on stablecoin dominance here. You can see in the last bear market, you can see we break it, we break down in October, we then back test it and we come lower. And that we come down from about 15% all the way down under 5% from the end of 2022 to March of 2024. And as I said, for me, that was the most euphoria in the market last cycle for altcoins, certainly. And that was that massive decrease there. So again, we'll be looking to see if we can get this trend line to break, similar to what happened in the last bear market when we went down for a year on Bitcoin and stablecoin dominance was rising, which meant a bear market, and when it broke and came down. So again, we went up last cycle 300%, we then break down and we came down 67%. Right now, again, about 140% up. And then we break this trend line, we'll be looking to come down. And so that is going to be what I'm looking at on these charts, certainly, is this uptrend on stablecoin dominance coming down. And then this downtrend on Bitcoin obviously breaking to the upside. So that is two things I'll be looking for me to be starting to flip bullish again. I've been risk off on this channel since February, 5 months now. And obviously it's not enjoyable to watch videos where I'm risk off, but it saved me loads of money. And it's allowed me to have dry powder available to catch the lows later this year. In Bitcoin, I've covered micro strategies of something I'm looking at, and there's loads of other assets I'm looking at accumulating. I look at Ethereum. I want to cover Ethereum in the total too, because obviously we can see this massive uptrend from 2017 on the total two that we lost in here. If we look in here, we lost it in November. We back tested it in January and broke down. But obviously we can see we're at this massive horizontal support, which we're at in August of 2024, April 2025, the tariffs, we worked in February, and we're now sitting on it. And that's on the total two. If we look at Ethereum, you can see Ethereum is at this massive horizontal level from February 2023, September 2023, April 2025 tariffs, and now. So again, the total two, massive level of support that needs to hold. Ethereum, massive level of support it needs to hold. So again, I've been clear on this channel. I think Ethereum's going to get under $1,000 and sweep these lows, and that would also result in total two more than likely going to lose his support and come lower into the 4-year cycle low somewhere in here. And I was saying for ages on this was a massive bear flag which played it from January to May. It was like a 4 or 5 month bear market which was grinding up, and during that period when the total two was grinding up and went up 25% and Bitcoin rallied. Well, it didn't really rally, it kind of in a bear market, price impulses down and that grinds up, impulses down, grinds up, and then that grind up, people get confident again, and then obviously we capitulate lower. But this is a massive area we need to hold on the total 2, and a massive area we need to hold on Ethereum. Again, both will be covered on this channel in upcoming videos as we see how the outcome. So I think this video has been hopefully fairly easy to follow. That I'm monitoring this downtrend. I'm waiting for month 47 roughly. I expect stable coins to sweep the highs of the previous bear market, and then I'll wait for that uptrend to break to the downside. Again, on this video itself, I've covered stablecoin dominance and I've covered the total 2 and Ethereum. But if we look at the whole crypto market cap, excluding stablecoins, you see again we lost this massive 8-9 year rising wedge. We lost it back in January, February. This is when I flipped bearish, come down. We have this rising wedge pattern in here, which is bearish, and then we broke down. But again, this massive trend line down yet to break to the upside. So Bitcoin's got this massive downtrend that we've not broken out from. Stablecoin dominance on a massive uptrend that we've not broken down. Total crypto market cap, excluding stablecoins, and a massive downtrend yet to break up. And we'll continue to monitor the rest of the market again. Ethereum, a massive downtrend. This downtrend here is one I'll be looking for us to break as well. And again, 4-year lows hopefully coming later this year, and all these downtrends get broken, and the bottom is formed on a lot of these assets, and it's time for us to rip again that 1 year of bear market.